Boss Boyz in the morning, featuring your host T. Crock, DJ Successful CEO, and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Those my brothers, I ain't even gotta say it, that's just something you know.
In the morning. That's just something they know. Boss Boyz in the morning.
Hey, what's up, guys? We're back. Boss Boyz, episode 3. I'm your boy, T. Crock.
And it's Rick Nook, the cooler.
Introduce yourself.
Oh, hey, I'm just Chris Clamme.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is not able to be with us this week, so our guest on the show is
The
Mr.
imaginary
Chris Clamme. Before we talk about Dobie, DJ, would you like to introduce Chris, kind of tell who he is?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Christmas over here is the figment of our imagination, and he's not real.
This is true.
And so whenever we need an imaginary friend around, we think of Chris.
That's
and
right.
so he's here with us. And
Thank you guys for thanking me today.
of course, always. And yeah, that's pretty much the best way to describe Chris.
All right,
Those are
sounds
beautiful.
good.
If you're confused out there, then you should be, because it's a complicated issue and science hasn't figured it out yet.
Yeah.
So, Obi-Wan is not able to join us on the show this week. He has a hurt rib. It got popped out of place last night, and it got popped back into place today. He was wrestling with Dustin. You guys might remember him. They were wrestling around in the room last night. I got a good video of it, too. I'll make sure and post that on YouTube. And Dobie's hurt, and he knows how funny we are and how much fun we have, and he doesn't want to laugh because it'll hurt his rib. So he'll be back on the show next week, but Chris is going to be joining us throughout the whole show this week to give some input.
That's right. Do what I can.
So to get the show started, we'll go ahead and take a look at the weather. Darla, how's the weather? Oh, you know, it's cold outside like it has been every single week. Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty cold here lately. We got some classes canceled down here this week. Missouri's been nice and chilly. Ice all over the place. I mean, that's actually why Chris is up here with us this week. He got classes canceled down in
Cape Girardeau.
Cape Girardeau, Missouri,
right.
and drove up here 4.5 hours to be on the show. So,
Yep. Thank you guys again for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
all right, we're gonna go ahead and move on. We're gonna have a segment on the show this week. We're each gonna say our favorite TV show, quote from our favorite TV show. So, Chris, you want to go ahead and start us off this week?
Sure. My quote's coming from me from Barney Stinson on How I Met Your Mother.
Good show. Every man can relate to Ted Mosby.
Every man can. And Barney Stinson says, "It's going to be legend. Wait for it. And I hope you're not lactose intolerant, because the second half of that word is dairy. Legendary."
Hey.
Wonderful.
I'm not lactose intolerant.
Well, that's good.
I love cheese a lot. And I don't really like milk. I like chocolate or milk in my cereal.
I like cereal. That's where I eat my milk.
Rick Nook, you want to
I'll give
take
my
us to
quote.
the
Okay.
next one?
Okay, so Phoebe says, "Do you believe in soulmates?" And Rachel says, "Oh yes, I do. I believe there's one perfect person out there for everyone." Then Rachel continues saying, "And you know how you find them? You stop looking for them." And Rachel says, "That's why I stopped looking for Russell Crowe." And then Rachel says, "He'll find me."
That's from SpongeBob?
I believe it's from Friends.
Oh, Friends. Okay. My bad. I was
Oh.
picturing...
I always get those
my
confused,
bad.
too.
I was picturing something else. All right, and I'm a true fan, so I have my quote memorized. My quote is from The Office, and Michael Scott, the manager, says it. And he says, "Would I rather be feared or loved? Easy. Both. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me."
So true.
Compelling. Very compelling.
He has so many good quotes. I'll probably do one every week if that's fine with you guys.
Sure.
Hey, I'll be okay with it.
All right, guys. We'll go ahead and move on to our next segment. Urban Dictionary's word of the day. All right. Today's word of the day is babushka, which it comes from Russia. So,
Barushki.
what's that mean?
Barushki.
What's Barushki?
Like Russian. If you're asking someone Barushki, it means if they they speak Russian or, like they speak Russian.
So how would
Zet
you
kanish babushka.
So how?
Нет.
I'm so
Da.
confused. Why do you know so much Russian?
I can't say. I don't want to say.
Me and Ryan both came
I'm
from
not-
Lebanon, which is very
Yeah,
close to the
there's a high
Ukraine.
Russian population in Lebanon.
Why do
Yeah.
you know so much Russian?
Oh, well.
The
I'll
most
never
Russian
tell.
I know is from Black Ops, the Russian guy on the zombies that you can talk like him. What? No power, just like home. Babushka means grandmother in Russian, just so you guys know. Eto moja babushka. That's the example on here, but it doesn't say. What's eto moja mean, Ryan? Eto moja babushka.
I don't know. I don't know that one.
I
That's
don't
out of
know my
range.
grandmother.
That's slang.
That's what it
That's
means.
slang.
I don't know my grandmother.
Yeah.
I don't. That's what it is. I don't know my grandmother.
My grandmother is unknown.
Oh man, Russians. Nice. Okay. So, Fix My Lighthouse. Chris, in case you didn't know, FML stands for Fix My Lighthouse.
Oh, yeah.
So each week we go ahead and share some Fix My Lighthouse stories. You want to go ahead and start us off? I can. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do one.
I would like to see the master go first.
Okay. Here we go. Fix My Lighthouse. Today, I picked off what I thought was a small bug feeding on my skin. I was wrong. It was a mole. I spent the last 30 minutes trying to stop the continuous bleeding. Fix My Lighthouse.
Dang.
Now, I've had that happen before, so I feel the pain.
Gross.
But it
Jeez.
really was a bug.
All right. Well, I think everyone can. I think everyone can relate to mine right here. Okay, so today I took the bus to work, and a sweet old lady got on after me and sat next to me. Halfway to work, she fell asleep, and on her head was on my shoulder. Trying to be nice, I gently tried to wake her up before my stop came. Turns out she wasn't sleeping. I let a dead woman lie on me for 30 minutes. Fix My Lighthouse.
Well, shoot. Okay, mine is. Today, Facebook put something out that shows a video of your entire life on the website. A part of it showed your most popular status update. Mine was from when I got dumped at Christmas. Oh. Shoot.
Oh, man. I
Shucks.
saw that they were doing that, and I purposely decided I did not want to do that.
I concur with that.
Be much too embarrassing.
Yep.
I'll wait for a better year to show my story. All right.
Wow.
We'll go ahead. And last week on the show, we talked about our expectations of the Super Bowl. As you guys can recall, it Super Bowl was just this last Sunday. It was between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks.
Yes.
And so we just want to take the time to kind of talk about our views of the results. So I don't know about you guys, but I was kind of disappointed in the Super Bowl this year, which I think a lot of people can agree with that.
Gee Willikers, what a boring game.
I don't know. I thought it was quite exciting, actually.
You found it exciting?
Yeah.
Were you a Seahawks? Were you going for the Seahawks?
Is it the green team?
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
green team.
Yeah. I'm the Seahawk fan.
Apparently.
But yeah, they threw around the ball and they ran it. Got a few touchdowns or one, a couple. But
You should be
yeah.
a sports comment.
I that's my second calling right after computer science. So if that falls through, I'm going pro.
Yeah, I mean, I was glad that the Seahawks won, but I would have been fine with the Broncos winning either. I really didn't care, but I would have liked to see a better competition. Would have liked to see some better defense from the Broncos.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Absolutely. It was a strong lack of effort from the Denver team. The Seahawks defense was impenetrable that night.
Keep going.
and so from that, it was an absolute washout. Denver didn't have a chance. They started it off, and the safety in the very beginning of the game completely demolished the entire morality of the whole game. That's all I have to say about that.
What'd you think about the commercials?
The commercials, I found them very heartfelt and very moving, but I would have liked to see more nudity. There was a real lack of nudity, and there was too many family values. That's not how I enjoy my Super Bowl.
Are you sure you're not thinking about the halftime show?
Oh, well, I also enjoy my halftime shows with nudity as well.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? I prefer the whole Super Bowl with lots of nudity.
The players.
Do the whole thing. You know,
The
I
whole
think it would
thing.
be a much more interesting thing to watch.
Yep. What was it? A couple years back, Justin Timberlake halftime show.
A couple years, I believe it was about 10 years ago.
Yep.
It seems like a couple, but that was 10
Yeah,
years.
10 years ago. 11. 4? What?
I think he was giving us the time.
Okay.
okay.
Okay. All right. Oh, 4 minutes? Okay, we're good. We're going to keep going for a while
4
then.
minutes.
Yeah. What do you guys, how was your day?
Mine was pretty good. I almost slipped on the ice a couple times.
Yeah, I've been walking like a penguin the whole camp because all the sidewalks are covered in ice, so you just have to like skate the whole campus.
I was cleaning off my car and I slipped and I fell halfway under a car, so that kind of sucked. But
I got in my car to go get some McDonald's, and I heard something rattling, so I stopped and pulled a frozen squirrel out of my exhaust.
I got in my car to go to a bar, but I didn't get far.
Please, Shar.
Excuse me? That's not a real word.
Like Cher.
oh,
With an accent.
Shar.
Babushka, нет. Da.
so yeah.
I think this is a good time to just go ahead and wrap up.
It's a good time to get awkward
All right.
and start
Just like a Christmas
caressing
present,
each
just
other.
wrap this baby up. That way it'll be brought to you fresh tomorrow morning. You guys pop that open in your ears.
That's right. Boss Boys in the Morning, brought to you fresh every morning by the great people at Tanner. Tell them who we're sponsored by.
YMCA.
Hey, okay.
Justin Timberlake.
YMCA. Great. Thank you for sponsoring us.
JT, Justin Timberlake.
All right, guys. Next week on the show.
Justin Timberlake's nuts.
All right. Okay, guys. Next week on the show, it's Valentine's Day. A week from today, Valentine's Day. Whether you got the love of your life or a temporary or none, we're going to tell you how to go about Valentine's Day. We'll give you the best advice for the best results. And I want to leave you with one final thought.
What? Remember to tell a friend and just share our podcast around. I think it'll be great. And so also, we want to thank all of our sponsors. And just, guys, if you ever have any comments or anything you'd like to add to our show, just send it in, and and just know that we always really appreciate it. And also, guys, we just want you to be safe and have a great day. And then, always, just live your life to the fullest, okay? All right, and this is Boss Boyz signing off. And them grapes between your toes, and you wiggle your toes to get all the extra juices out, and you just stomp them grapes up, and then before you know it, you got a whole bucket full of grape juice. And when you got that grape juice there and sitting at the bottom of the bucket there, then you just reach in with your little pail and you dig up as much grape jelly juice as you can, and you just take that out and you lay it on a good old thick piece of Texas toast. That's what we did. I'm broke.